Top 3 exercises to make stairs feel effortless. Have you ever stood at the bottom of a staircase and thought, here we go again? Maybe your knees whisper a quiet protest, or your legs feel just a bit heavier than they used to. You tell yourself, it's just one flight, but even that can feel like a mountain some days. You're not alone. So many people over 60 begin to notice that something as simple as climbing stairs suddenly takes more effort, more breath, and more willpower than it did just a few years ago. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to stay that way. Believe it or not, there are a few simple exercises, nothing extreme, nothing fancy, that can help make stairs feel easier, smoother, and even more comfortable than they do right now. No matter your age, your body still has the power to build strength, improve balance, and move with confidence. And today, we're going to talk about 3 exercises that can make a real difference, starting from where you are right now. Let me tell you why this matters. When stairs feel difficult, it's not just about the stairs. It's a sign, your body's way of saying, hey, I need a little help here. Maybe your leg muscles have weakened a bit. Maybe your balance isn't what it used to be. Or maybe your joints are just stiff from years of loyal service. But all of that can be supported, strengthened, and improved with the right kind of movement. And I promise it doesn't take hours in the gym or fancy equipment. You can start with just a few minutes a day right in your living room. So let's ease into the first movement. It's something incredibly simple, but incredibly powerful. The sit to stand. Now, I want you to picture this. You're sitting in a sturdy chair, maybe your favorite one near the window. Feet flat on the floor, knees bent at about 90 degrees. Without using your hands, try to stand up. Then slowly sit back down. That's it. That's the exercise. You might be thinking, that's too easy to matter. But don't underestimate it. The sit to stand mimics one of the most essential movements we do every day. And the muscles it uses, your quadriceps, your glutes, and even your core, are the same ones that power you up the stairs. Doing just 10 of these a day, even 5 to start, can begin to rebuild strength where it matters most. If it feels tough at first, that's okay. Use your hands for support until you feel stronger. The point is to start. Start small. Stay consistent, and your body will respond. I remember a gentleman in his early 70s who once told me, I used to dread getting up from the couch. Now, after a month of doing sit-to-stands, I'm chasing my grandkids again. That's the kind of change we're talking about, not dramatic, just deeply meaningful. Now, once those muscles are waking up, we want to add in something that works on your balance, and that brings us to the next movement, the heel-to-toe stand. This one's quiet, but powerful. It helps your stabilizing muscles, those little ones in your feet, ankles, and hips that keep you steady on your feet, especially on stairs. Here's how it works. Stand near a counter or a wall, just in case you need support. Place one foot directly in front of the other, so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot. Like you're standing on a tightrope. Hold that position for about 10 seconds, then switch feet. You might wobble a little. That's perfectly normal. That wobble is your body learning, adjusting, strengthening. You can start by holding on to the counter lightly. Over time, as your confidence grows, try letting go for a few seconds. That improvement in balance, it's not just about being steady. It's about feeling safe. It's about knowing that when you take that next step up, your body is ready. One woman I know, she's 68, started doing this every morning while her coffee brewed. She told me, at first I was holding on with both hands. Now I do it without touching anything, and I feel solid. And that solid feeling, that's what helps make stairs feel less like a risk and more like just another part of your day. Now, once you've got the sit to stand helping with strength and the heel to toe stand boosting your balance, there's one more movement that brings it all together, and it might be the most fun of all. It's something we've all done before, probably without even thinking about it, stepping. But before we get there, there's one more movement that brings it all together, and it might be the most fun of all. It's something we've all done before, probably without even thinking about it, stepping. Not just any kind of stepping, though. What I'm talking about is a simple step-up exercise, one that mimics the very motion of climbing stairs, but in a slow, controlled way that helps your muscles build both strength and coordination. Now, you don't need a staircase to do this. In fact, a low, sturdy step stool or the bottom step of a staircase will do just fine. The idea here is to step up with one foot, bring the other foot up to meet it, then step down with control, and repeat. Sounds simple, right? But done consistently, this movement can work wonders on your legs, hips, and even your heart. Let's walk through it together. Stand in front of the step, hold onto a railing or a wall for support if needed, and place your entire foot flat on the step. Push through your heel, not your toes, to lift your body up, then slowly bring the other foot up. Pause for a breath, then step down, one foot at a time, with just as much control. You can alternate the lead foot each time to keep things even. And if balance is a concern, don't worry. Holding onto a wall or counter is absolutely okay. The goal is to engage your muscles, not to challenge yourself to the point of discomfort. What makes this exercise so powerful is that it trains your body for real life. It's one thing to do leg lifts lying on a mat. It's another to train the exact motion you use every time you climb a staircase. That's where the magic happens, when the muscles you strengthen show up for you in the everyday moments. I knew a woman named Carol, 74 years old, who had avoided the stairs in her home for years. She told me, "I used to climb them once a day, maybe twice if I really had to." After just a few weeks of doing gentle step-ups every morning, she started going upstairs without thinking twice. "I forgot I was even doing it," she said. And that's the best kind of progress, the kind that becomes part of your life so naturally, you don't even notice how far you've come. Now here's something really important I want you to remember. With any of these movements, sit to stand, heel to toe, or step-ups, how you feel matters more than how many you do. It's not a race. It's not about pushing through pain or getting it perfect. It's about showing up, moving with intention, and giving your body a chance to grow stronger one day at a time. And don't worry if you're feeling a little unsure right now. That hesitation is completely normal, especially if it's been a while since you last focused on your strength or balance. But the body is incredibly forgiving. It responds quickly to care, to attention, and to small efforts done consistently. What's more, these exercises don't just help with stairs. They help with everything. Getting in and out of a car, bending down to tie your shoes, picking up a bag of groceries, even just walking with more energy and confidence. They help you reclaim a sense of ease and independence that many people believe they've lost forever. I want to pause for just a second and invite you to check in with yourself. Think about how your body feels after a short walk, or when you've done something active like gardening or tidying up. Even if it's tiring, there's usually a quiet sense of satisfaction underneath. That's your body saying, "Thank you." These movements are a gift you give to yourself. They don't require a gym membership or a workout routine or fancy equipment. You don't need to carve out an hour or follow a video with dramatic music and shouting coaches. All you need is a few minutes, some patience, and the willingness to care for the body that's carried you through so much already. Now, I know some days are better than others. There will be mornings when your knees are stiff, or your energy is low, or your mood just isn't there. That's okay. On those days, even doing one sit to stand, or a 10-second heel-to-toe hold is enough. What matters most is that you don't give up on yourself. And here's something you might find surprising. When you build strength and stability through these simple moves, it can actually reduce joint pain. Because when your muscles are doing their job, your joints don't have to work so hard. Your knees, hips, and ankles get a little bit of a break, and that can make everyday movement smoother and more comfortable. So take a moment, breathe, and picture yourself climbing stairs without even thinking about it. Not rushing, not struggling, just moving with ease, with confidence, with strength you've built step by step. It's not a dream, it's entirely possible. And it starts with a few simple choices made one day at a time. So take a moment, breathe, and picture yourself climbing stairs without even thinking about it. Not rushing, not struggling, just moving with ease, with confidence, with strength you've built step by step. It's not a dream, it's entirely possible. And it starts with a few simple choices made one day at a time. Now, as we bring this all together, I want you to think about what's really changed here. It's not just that you've learned a few exercises, it's that you've taken back a little piece of control over your movement, your confidence, your independence. That's powerful. Because when something as everyday as stairs starts to feel effortless, it ripples into every corner of your life. You might notice you're not reaching for the handrail quite as quickly. You might find yourself choosing to go upstairs instead of avoiding it. Maybe your legs feel just a little more alive when you walk down the street. Those little shifts matter. They're proof that your body is still responding to your care, no matter your age. And let's be honest, feeling strong doesn't just change the way you move. It changes how you feel about yourself. It adds this quiet kind of pride, like your body and your spirit are finally back on the same team again. That's something no pill can give you. One of the most beautiful things I hear from people, especially those in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, is not just, "I can do stairs again," but "I feel more like myself." That's what we're really after. Not perfect health, not youth, not turning back time, but reconnecting with the version of yourself that feels alive, capable, and in charge of your own movement. And you don't have to do it alone. If you have a partner, a friend, or even a neighbor who might want to join you, invite them in. Doing these small exercises together, even just chatting while you practice your balance or take turns on the step up, can make the whole process feel lighter, more joyful. Movement should never feel like punishment. It should feel like care. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to revisit the simple moves we talked about. First, the sit to stand, which builds those essential leg and hip muscles that power you up each step. Then, the heel to toe stand, quiet but crucial for balance and stability, helping prevent wobbles and falls. And finally, the step up, which brings it all together and mimics the real-life action of climbing stairs, training your body in the exact way it needs. Each one is simple. Each one is short. But done with consistency, each one becomes a key that unlocks a little more freedom, a little more ease, a little more strength with every passing week. And listen, if there's one thing I hope you take from this, it's this. It's not too late. You are not too old. Your body is not too far gone. Progress may feel slower now than it did in your 20s, but it's still there, waiting for you. And every small step you take, every sit to stand, every wobble you hold, every step up is a message to your body that you're not giving up on it. So be proud, be patient, and please be kind to yourself. Aging isn't about losing strength. It's about learning how to move differently, more mindfully, and with more intention. And you're already doing that just by being here, by watching this, and by caring enough to make a change. If this video helped you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, did you try the exercises? How did they feel? What's one thing you're looking forward to doing more easily? Your story might just inspire someone else who's feeling unsure to give it a try. And if you'd like more gentle, practical tips for staying strong, steady, and independent as you age, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more coming your way, all designed with you in mind, because you deserve to feel confident in your body. You deserve to move through life with ease and joy, and with a little care, a little consistency, and a lot of heart, you absolutely can. Here's to climbing every stair with strength, to standing tall in every moment, and to living your best life at any age.